Well, how are you?
I am all right. Thank you for asking. How are you, Gayatri? Seeing you for the first time, you look fresh and alive.
Thank you so much. I mean, that's really important to look alive these days.
Yeah,
Fresh can be looked by just putting something on face and doing something extra, but like alive is something which people are failing to make it, right?
damn, you took very seriously. I'm sorry.
That's
I was just messing around.
Mhm. Nah, but that's really great. So I'll take a minute. Generally, I just
Yes,
and then we'll start.
sure.
Okay, hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome back on Gayatri's English Hub. I'm back with another episode, and today I have a wonder girl. I have seen her on a lot of videos these days, and she has been there on videos, and I just loved the way she talks. So I thought of inviting her, and today we have Rupal ji with us. Hi, how are you doing again?
Thank you so much, Gayatri. That was such a beautiful introduction.
Mhm.
And thank you for inviting me, I would say. And I have seen your videos as well, the link you sent. And I would also be thankful and grateful that you reached out
Mhm.
because I would have any day.
Oh, thank you so much. So, we have decided to discuss on something, but before that, we'll go for
Yes.
an introduction of Rupalji, and
Yes.
then we'll go for that. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure. Hi, Gayatri and everyone. A very good afternoon. My name is Rupal. I'm an English teacher and content creator. I'm trying to build my space online on YouTube. Though it's not been a very long time, but I'm trying to build my English channel related to communication, conversation, vocab, grammar, and everything that surrounds the language. As far as my education is concerned, I have done my BEd and bachelor's like in graduation. I have done my graduation from
Mhm.
Bhopal itself. I was born and raised in Sihor, Madhya Pradesh, that is central India.
Mhm.
Okay, so I am from a very small town which is famous for wheat production. That is how I tell people because that is what it is. And
Mhm.
in my leisure time, when I'm not doing anything related to my channel or my job, I am mostly cooking for myself, or I would go for a swim session, or I may dance or read. Thank you so much.
Oh, nice. I think the day before yesterday, or maybe just 2 days back, I watched one of your videos with Mr. Divyam, I think,
Yes,
where you were exactly talking about that I'm planning to have swimming sessions. So you have
yes.
started that.
Not yet. I was telling him that
Mhm.
we were just talking about what I would say to my younger self
Mhm.
and what I would do.
Mhm.
So I was just telling him that if I could go back to that age, or if I could tell my younger self something, I would tell her that please never leave swimming. And if you get a chance, please learn it professionally because I love it. And I really believe I would have done that in my younger days. I would
Mhm.
have been at a different place today.
Oh, that's I personally feel that, most of us have some things like, oh, if I had done it, I would have been at a different place than where I am today.
Happens with everyone.
Right? We always have something inside that we should have done that. But nice. So great to know that, Rupalji, and everyone. When you are watching this podcast and conversation, do check her social media accounts. Even Instagram, she's really doing wonders, and I love watching her stories. They are so cute. Plus, they teach you small sentences as she's trying to create a space for the people, or the platform where people can be comfortable to talk in the language. So you learn some cute space, like words and sentences. I even today, I think, watched one of these stories where like date looks like living the childhood or something like that. So I noticed those small things, and it will help you a lot. So today's topic, which we decided to talk
Gayatri, first thing first, thank you so much that you are even following me on Instagram and you liked my story. I am actually, thrilled right now, and the way you're talking is so sweet. Thank you so much. And I just want to tell you, can you give me a brief introduction about you as well?
oh yeah,
Gayatri, I am
sure.
so sorry. Gayatri, I'm so sorry. Can we just hold for a second? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all
The
right.
delivery partner came and nobody is here. I live in a PG, so I have to get my own deliveries. Nobody's responsible for that. And he just rang the bell twice and
Oh,
he would
that's
have
that's
gone back. I'm sorry.
we don't have to do that, but nice. Okay, so I'll start with my introduction again. As my name is Gayatri Sharma. I'm from west part of UP, which is Meerut, Hapur, something like that, I would say. And these cities are known a lot for different things. But this a small town where I live is a spiritual place. It's a small town which I cannot disclose. I would like to tell you later personally if you would like to visit ever.
No problem, no
Right?
problem.
Yeah. And if I talk about my qualification, I've done my master's in English literature from IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. And yeah, that's all. And I have been an English language trainer for 3.5 years. I have worked with multiple brands so far, and I have helped few brands to build from scratch. Now they are doing really good. So
That's phenomenal. I never knew this. You have worked with brands. If you're comfortable, can you share about them? I mean, not about the brands, but how you helped them.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so I have been a content planner for them. I have been a team lead. I have been a trainer to train teachers and trainers for the further
Okay.
training. So I think I kicked off my career with an amazing YouTube channel, which is very famous, having almost 2 million subscribers right now. So I started my journey with that lady, and
Okay.
she's such an amazing and bold person I have come across in my life. So I started my journey in 2022. Then I worked for them, and after that I came on e-learning platforms where I have helped few brands. I have worked with one American brand as well, which is Prime Kids Academy, which specifically caters to technical learnings of English to American kids. So I also helped them and I worked with them.
Amazing. You have done a lot. There was a lot on your plate. And I guess you have done it, very nicely because that is what I feel, talking to you.
Hmm. So
Wonderful.
that's all about me, and so do I, and so am I trying my hands here on YouTube, or I have not started my journey on Instagram. However, I'm more focused here on YouTube, where I'm also trying to create a space for the people where I talk to them and discuss, and I also take some free weekend classes where I just give my time to the learners to help them out.
Wow. Amazing. And yeah, I haven't seen anything from your side on Instagram, and I have not been very, active on Instagram while posting or something like that because I am focusing more on YouTube these days because I barely get time for YouTube. But then Instagram would be an addition. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to navigate my way right now.
That's understandable, but to be honest, short form content is the way to lure people these days. Very
Yes,
quickly
it
you can
is.
build, so yeah, that
Absolutely.
is, yeah. Anything else you would like to ask before we go for the
No,
topic?
we would, I really feel when we talk, we would get something to talk about. So we'll just go with the flow.
Yeah, that's very great. So actually, Rupal, what happens is like, see, like people are talking about all English vocabulary, conversations, and things like that, and which are that is really amazing, right? When they are trying their hands, and there are some YouTubers like Rajni, Ashutosh, Karishma. Then many more are there, right? Niyati, that they give the chance to talk, to speak. For the individuals, right, that they come and they talk. And in my case I also do that, but I am someone who wants to have some beautiful conversations with the people who have good command over the language, and I believe that if I put this content out, they would learn something good, right? So I try to discuss on varieties of topics. I all the time, English is something which shrinks your horizon, and then you are not able to think out of the box, like all about English. So for today we have decided to topic beauty standards for girls. So I'd like
Yeah,
to
I
know
can
what.
hear when you said this that you like to talk about topics. I feel that is very mutual. I have been trying out different topics to talk on things which make people vulnerable, uncomfortable, and even which talks about the, depth. I would say that is what I do sometimes. I ask people. Some people are really comfortable when I'm talking to some tutors or somewhere. They're really comfortable talking about topics, but then there are beginners who are like, "Ma'am, we would like to have a casual conversation," so I'm okay with that as well. Though I really feel it is very important to keep talking on certain things because very few people are aware about it.
Hmm. I mean, you build
happens.
relatability, right? When you talk on things
Yes.
like beauty standards or talk about the mental pattern, or maybe like different topics like depression, health, mental health, whatever, you build that relatability all the time. And to be honest,
Yes.
I find myself lost when someone asks me that I'd like to have a casual conversation. I feel,
Happens.
what shall I ask you now? Right? Because,
Happens.
yeah.
It has happened with me many a times, You start your conversation and you're trying to navigate it for next 10 minutes, and then out of nowhere, there's what's next? I don't know
Hmm,
what's next.
hmm, hmm. That is true.
Happens.
Yeah, great. So let's start with the topic called beauty standards.
Yes.
So what do you think about it? First of all, what are the beauty standards according to you? And then we'll start with that.
Gayatri, I'll tell you. So you might have, and you may have seen my Instagram. And this topic, when you have come up with this topic, it is very important to me, not just because I'm a woman, but because I create content related to beauty and skincare on Instagram. I used to in the past. And what I feel, I have been doing it. And I so feel that beauty standards is all about, giving yourself in to the conformity of the society. There's this one thing, conformity, then we talk about individuality. Okay. So beauty standards lie in this category where I talk about conformity, because you are setting certain kind of rules, or I would say standards, that have to be
Mhm.
followed, that has to be followed by the mostly mostly girls, and the female population, because they're
Mhm.
expected to look a certain way. Okay.
Mhm.
So in short, when you talk about beauty standards, so when you are expected to look a certain way, your skin should be this way, there should be, you should be skinny, okay, but not too skinny. You should
Mhm.
have curves in the right places all the time. You should have a glowing skin. You should, anti-aging. I don't understand anti-aging. You can delay aging. You cannot, reverse aging. That's not
Mhm.
possible. Okay, you can delay your aging. I don't know. People have been, formulating these products like, just, this will reverse your aging. Nothing can reverse your aging, man.
Mhm.
It can
No,
delay
that
even
is.
yoga,
Mhm.
exercises, and everything would help you delay aging, would make you live healthy and happy. But nothing can, reverse aging. Aging is a
Mhm.
graceful process, and you should actually cherish it, I feel.
Mhm. Yeah, true, true, true. Okay, that's very nice. And like like I truly relate with the fact that yes, you are supposed to look in some certain ways. But okay, let's go like, because I have been, since my childhood, I have been a skinny girl, right? And then like every single day, like recently or for few months or few years, I have not been in touch with the people, and I really do not want to talk to them, especially when they are in my real life, because every now and then when I come across people, when I bumped into them, they are always like, don't you eat something? Don't you have anything at your home? Doesn't your mother feed you well or something? I mean, these things, they horrify me at times. They make me crazy that, like, I know I am such a huge foodie person. I know I eat a lot. I don't know where does it go, right? So I have heard all these things. So at first I used to retaliate. I used to feel bad about them, but recently I'm shifting my mindset. Now the reason of shifting my mindset is not accepting them, what they did to me, is like, because I have been coming across some, just because of weakness in my body, I have been coming across some health challenges these days, maybe PCOD, having an unwanted hair growth on your different, like in face, and then color and different things are there. So I have been trying to shift my brain, and I want to work on myself now, not to set some beauty standards, but to feel more confident that okay, I want to work. So, what is the difference when you try to run behind standards, or when you just do something for your own happiness to look good because it makes you feel good? It doesn't mean that you are doing it for others. Yeah.
Okay. Gayatri, first of all, I would really like to apologize on behalf of everyone who has made you feel so low at certain points
Mhm.
of life. And I would also like to add a personal, experience or personal touch to the story of yours, that my sister is naturally lean, okay? Like you said,
Mhm.
she's
Mhm.
naturally lean. And people have often told her that she should not look that way. And clothes look like, they're hanging on her, and she
Mhm.
looks very lean, and nothing looks good on her. And these things, when you tell somebody something like this, they stay with them longer than they should.
Mhm.
You sit, you leave, you have no idea what that person will go through after that. You might have
Mhm.
faced it, Gayatri, like you're saying, that people come to you and tell you, yeah, why don't you eat something? Don't you have anything at home? I'm telling you in Hindi, mummy papa khana nahi dete kya?
Yeah, kind
People
of.
actually tell my sister such things. And she has, I've seen her crying, sobbing, and actually telling me that what's my mistake if I cannot gain weight. She has tried everything, okay? She has even, consulted doctors. And they say because her body is like that, that is, she's naturally lean. And it's good, at least she's active. She can do things. I would say because I have, I've seen myself, then I have seen her. Okay, she's flexible, she's lean, but she's naturally lean and she eats. She has a better diet than me. My appetite is actually not as good as her. Okay, and her metabolic rate maybe is so good that she can digest everything. Okay, and she's pretty confident about it. But someday or the other, it happens, right? Like you must be really confident, but then all of a sudden somebody comes to you and like, okay, why don't you eat? You don't look good like this. You are lean. Please gain some weight. Then you start losing that confidence. Like I have, I have accumulated that in a certain amount of time, and then you come to me and in seconds you tell me something and it stays with me for such a long time. And I'll also add that my sister has that crooked teeth, okay? This one or two, like crooked teeth. So, people often tell her, though she looks super cute in that, super cute. And she also knows it. Everyone who is close to her and everyone who knows her inside out, they always tell her that that is one thing that makes her smile so beautiful. Okay. Because nobody has seen my sister here, but I am trying to praise her because I know what she has gone through. So her smile is very beautiful, but then are certain people who would say, okay, tere daat to aise hain. They would come and point her out on that. I'm like, why would somebody in this whole world have those 5 minutes and he can actually or she can actually spend it positively, but they know they would come here and tell her about her appearance, about her teeth, about her face, about her skin, about her body, everybody. You have so many things to talk about. Please compliment her skills, compliment her communication, compliment what she's doing in life. But instead of that, you're not complimenting, but you're pushing, pulling her, and that too on her beauty, her appearance, her skin, her teeth. So that's something I feel disgraceful. And when you're talking about what I would choose, because I make content, and if you have seen, I have always told people in my every other video that even if I promote a product, I use it personally. And even if I'm telling about it, it doesn't mean that it will make you magically glow and it will magically change you, or it might give you, tremendous transformation. Nothing like what that would happen. I always focus that you should feel, if even if you apply the costliest of costly product, okay, and you are not happy within yourself, there would be no glow on your face. Okay, there would be no happiness on your face. So beauty is not all about how you look, but beauty is all about how you carry yourself. Okay, there are certain people, they carry themselves so well that they don't, their confidence is what makes them beautiful. Okay.
Yeah,
So I have seen, and these girls, it's not even their mistake. They have been told certain things from such a young age that, beauty lies in this part, beauty lies in that part. If you want to look beautiful, try this, try that cream, look this way, have a slimmer waist, okay, have a slimmer face. I don't know. I mean, I have a round face, and I'm pretty confident in that. Okay. Though I'll tell you the difference. One more thing that I'll always talk about is body positivity and body responsibility are two really different things. Very different. Most of the people don't talk about it. But if somebody is telling you something or maybe giving you a advice on body responsibility, don't take it as an attack, but take it as an advice. For example, I have gained weight, and for the past 1 year, I have been facing some certain health issues. Okay, be it mental, psychological, be it physical. I have been facing because I have put on a lot of weight, and that has because I know the feeling when you are fit and healthy, you feel lighter. Okay, your body responds well. Okay, so I really feel that I want to shred some weight, and it is not because the society wants me to look like that, because I want myself like that, because I feel how good it feels to be, live on the lighter side. That horizon, when you are talking about how things are, because I know myself, what I was a year ago and what I am today. So I was somebody very active. Okay, so I'm navigating my life right now through health issues, through sluggishness and sometimes dizziness because I have gained a lot of weight. And my doctor has even advised me that if you don't, navigate your concerns right now, you might end up, getting PCOD or PCOS.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is something you have to listen to. You cannot always keep telling people, okay, I am like this, my body is like this, I am body positive about it. No, that is giving you certain health issues, and
Mhm.
that can give you a hard time in your in your future age.
Mhm.
So that is what I feel. There's a big difference, and you should take up the responsibility for your body. I want to take responsibility for my body.
Mhm.
Okay, and that doesn't mean that I will always keep telling people that I will not, because I'm body positive. I'm not body positive right now. I'm just declining. I'm just
Mhm.
declining that fact that I need to work on myself.
Mhm.
So working on yourself for yourself is a great thing, but working on yourself because somebody just came to you and told you that you don't look enough, good enough, that is something harsh.
That's very amazing. I mean, yeah, actually, what happens that first thing you have your real life things that there are people who are always ready to provoke you to make you feel bad about your own self, right? They would never see something if you have better than them, but they would see something which you have lesser than them, like like you don't look in this way and that way. But I totally agree to this fact as well that so when I say that I am trying to shift my mind these days, the only reason is my health challenges, little bit health challenges which I have been coming across. My when a doctor has told me that you have a lot of deficiency of vitamins A, 12, B12, and I don't know what all vitamins are there which I don't have these days. And then I also have been going through some irregularities in my different things that you face. So this is the reason that I am trying to shift that. Okay, now this is not for the people who mocked me in past, but this is for my own self, because I want to have a happy and healthy life. I do not want to be
Absolutely.
in a way that I'll keep fighting with people that no, I'm okay with that the way I look. You don't know I eat a lot, and if it doesn't work for me, that's not my problem, and that I said it's okay, I will not talk to these people because they made me feel in some certain way which I did not like. But I would like to work, I would like to start again. So I'm also like, I have been thinking a lot these days that shall I also document something like that on internet, that okay, this is how I am right now, and I don't want to be a kind of influencer that okay, in just 1 year I changed everything. Okay, just see me today, and then I will put everything out on there that what I'm doing these days in order to recover my PCOD or just to help myself to improve as a person. This is what I also have been thinking. So that's but okay,
Yeah,
one thing I heard.
rightly. That
Yeah,
is
go ahead.
what it is, taking responsibility for your body. You are doing it, you are on the right path. This is what we call, this is, we are not the flag bearers of body positivity. We are taking responsibility for our bodies. We know, we are aware that we are not doing well in life when it comes to
Mm,
our health. We
mm,
are not on the spectrum. We are on the negative side, and we need to go, body positivity is more about changing your body to a positive sign, to a positive level where you feel more alive,
mm,
balanced, and
mm,
emotionally and mentally secure, and as well as
mm,
physically secure. That is what you're doing. I must applaud you for this right now.
Thank you so much for that. And how do you take makeup? Because even I have seen girls themselves, they criticize other girls for putting on makeup on their faces. And I have seen, especially on internet, because my real life exposure is really really limited these days. I mean, days past that I do not talk to people in my real life except my family members. So and I have seen even in real life that if a girl enters in an occasion or at an event, then there will be some other girls looking at her like, oh, can you just see the way she has put on makeup and something like that. So what do you think about it? Do you consider
So
it as one of the beauty standards or helper to elevate what? No.
yes. So I don't think makeup would be for me because I barely do makeup. Okay.
Mhm.
And I don't even know it. I can't do it. My
Mhm.
makeup is limited to applying kajal. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is what I do for myself. So I don't know much. But if you are applying makeup and if you're trying out makeup, just to, have confidence in yourself or to look better,
Mhm.
there's no harm in that. Everybody wants to do it. At certain point in life, everybody wants to, get up, get ready, and look their best self. What is wrong with that? Okay, for example, eating clean is considered good. So why is applying makeup not considered good? Okay,
Mhm.
it is for us. Okay, so we would do it. But solely relying on makeup, that if I don't apply makeup, people not see me as the same person I am. That is what I call losing confidence. Okay, so you are solely responsible on makeup to look your best is not something I would appreciate, but that would elevate you. That is just an addition to your skin or to your confidence. Makeup should, you should wear makeup with confidence, okay, and not with fear. It should not be like you are scared inside that I have applied makeup just because I don't want people to see my flaws. Okay, because Indian, I'll tell you, when you talk about beauty standards in India and in the West, everywhere I'll talk about. In the West, beauty standards would more like, you have to have a slim, body, thin body, curves at the right place, sharp features. Okay, this is how the models and the actresses used to be. In India, the obsession with fair skin runs deep here, actually. We see matrimonial sites, we see ads, we see films, movies, ads everywhere, These days, though the horizon is broadened and people do talk about diversity, like, dusky skin tone, dark skin tone, body positivity, and, people who have, bulky, full figured body, people do talk about it a lot. They are aware. But if we talk about years, like, 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, people would go mad about fair skin. And, Gayatri, maybe I'm fortunate enough, I would say, and that I never got to experience something like that. Okay. When it comes talking about skin or when it comes talking about beauty, I never faced it. So I might not be able to resonate a lot with the people who have faced it. But I can empathize and sympathize with them because I know few of my own friends have faced it. Even, that is something so harsh to say. I cannot even say what people tell them, but that is something that runs deep in the society. Even when you're looking for a girl, okay, for marriage or something like that, the first thing that girl should be fair. We don't care how much confidence she has, where she is coming from, how educated she is. We just want a fair girl. Okay, this is how it runs deep. And these standards of beauty, they are skin deep things on the surface. Okay, and everybody is judging you from that. Now coming back to your question, when you were talking about this makeup, so I really feel that when people talk about other people wearing makeup, they are insecure themselves. Okay, always remember, I have this one thing in my mind: a marathon runner or a runner will not mock you for running a marathon. An actor will not mock you for trying acting. A writer will not mock you for your initial write-ups. A person who's insecure in themselves will always mock you for trying something new. Okay, they are insecure themselves. They don't believe in themselves. This is why they don't want other people to believe in themselves. This happens. You wear makeup with confidence. You go out, stand tall. Okay, stand confident. What's the problem? Okay, so if any girl is liking, I have friends, many girls, many girlfriends who apply makeup every other day. Okay, and I see they look really beautiful in that. Okay, so I see a lot of people on Instagram, sab makeup ka kamal hai, everything is happening with makeup. No, dude, they look as beautiful in my pajamas party. Like they look like they're looking outside. Okay, it's just that they want to carry themselves well, and it's completely fine to apply makeup carrying yourself well. It's my personal preference that I don't apply makeup. I don't know, and I don't feel like applying it because I don't like it on my face, and I'm completely okay with it. Okay, so if somebody is fine applying makeup all the time, I'm okay with that as well. And everyone should be. What is the harm? They are not doing anything wrong to the society, at least.
Yeah, that is so true. I mean, there is one of my students and she is only 12 years old, only 12. And every single day, like I remember once, very recently, I think last month only, I had words with her and I was talking to her and she said that, my cousins do not play with me. And the reason that my aunt doesn't let them play with me, the reason is that I have dark color, dark tone, and that just broke my heart. I was talking to her and I showed, like I showed her my hands that, can you just see my hands? Can you see my face? Even I have little bit dusky tone and all. Why do you feel such way? And she said, no, ma'am, you don't know. You are so bright. but everyone says that you are black. And I mean, she is just 12 years old right now, and nobody can understand the trauma and the kind of pain she has inside. And every day I try to uplift her confidence. I have been making her perform some affirmations every single day, that just please keep repeating those affirmations. I'm confident, I'm confident. Color is not something which will define your internal intelligence and beauty, so keep working hard on that. And then she feels and she says that I have never seen such teachers in my life and trainers in my life, that you are so kind to me. Nobody has been kind to me in this way. So I feel really bad. And I have seen personally people, standardizing beauty with the color, that if someone is fair in color, that even I used to feel insecure in my childhood, not anymore. I used to feel that, if a girl has very bright skin, I used to feel like, oh, if I wish if I had it. But then there would be something in me which that girl doesn't have, that I should appreciate both the things, that she has bright skin, I have this skin. So I should be, grateful for that. So yeah, that I have faced. And even I too, see everything eye to eye, that if someone wants to put on makeup, they should be doing it. And if they don't want to do, it's okay. So that's how it is. Okay, we have 5 last minutes. And what can we do in that? Actually, it changed. Yeah.
So I'll just, this is what I call gratification, because when you feel happy about and satisfied about what you have, that is what I call. And these younger generation, they try to emulate. Okay, this happens. Like one of my students, I remember she got braces. Okay. Just texted me that, ma'am, I have got braces, and sometimes I feel underconfident. But I was like, you have done it for yourself? She was like, yes, I have done it for myself. Why have you done? Because, ma'am, I just wanted to, my teeth to look better. So I just asked her, don't they look better now? They do, but I want them a certain way. I was like, are you happy? She said, I'm happy. Then you should not. I said, I should. Then you should not care about what people will think. Let them think. People would think something for everything, I'll say. No matter, there is no perfection in the eyes of people, and there should be no perfection. Nobody's perfect, right? Okay. These students, you just need to tell them that, this beauty standards, which tell you, these influencers which are telling you that applying something will make you, instantly fairer. Nothing like that happen. I am myself a reader and consumer, I would say, of beauty products, and I read a lot about it, and I know a lot about ingredients as well. I tell a lot of people, but I always tell you, always remember to thrive for your best skin, not for somebody else's, skin. Okay, like it's their skin, it's their body. Let them be. You invest and work on your best body and best self. Okay, this is what it is, what I feel. Beauty standards, like everywhere, it is not even now about east or west. It is more about Instagram versus reality.
Yeah.
Okay, it is all about this now. It happens. Yeah.
That's very true. So thank you so much, Rupal, for talking on this topic. And I think a lot of women out there, and even my students, there are women who are very insecure with their colors, the way they look, or maybe they have it as a reason now that if their husbands do not pay attention to them these days, it's just like they have lost the charm which they used to have, that aliveness which they used to have before. That could be a reason, and they are very desperate and frustrated with these facts, and they want to work on this. And I think this conversation will definitely give, or help them to regain that confidence. And I feel and I hope that people like this conversation. Thank you so much for joining me, and all the very best.
Thank you so much, Gayatri. Thank you so much for inviting me. And last but not the least, I'll just tell this thing to every woman out there. You have to wear your confidence as a crown. Your beauty lies in your confidence, and it is nothing about surface. No matter what you apply, no matter how you look like every other day, it is your confidence that will make you look 10x better. And not those products and not those clothes or maybe that makeup, but your confidence always.
Yeah, true. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the video. I'll link her social media accounts, especially the Instagram. Go and check it out. That is so amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good day, Rupal.
Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you so much.
All the best.